I know you guys don't know this, but like we're filming this like a day after because we were late trying to get Let's Get Dangerous going because schedules and stuff, and now because we filmed it last night, so now today we're actually doing the follow up, which is good because like because after everything that we talked about and everything we saw yesterday filming this, we're now caught up and we're now ready to jump into the very next episode.
Mm-hmm. Yay, we got to wait one whole day as opposed to everyone who waited a week. Anywho, welcome back to Diving Into DuckTales. So yes, today we deal with the fallout from last time with Escape From The Impossibin. So as we theorized before, chances are Scrooge is going to have to move a whole bunch of his stuff somewhere that F.O.W.L can't get to it. And I'm guessing this bin must be pretty, like, this must be a big deal because they never talk about it. It's, like, even less than the other bin, because at least Webby knew about that, as did his staff, but I have a feeling this is a bin that, like, nobody knows about. And apparently we're going to be centered on Webby and Mrs. Beakley, at least that's what I believe. So we'll see what kind of shenanigans happen in this bin. So, any theories from you guys? You're pretty much in agreement, right?
We're pretty much in agreement on this. We've talked about this. We've talked about this before, even before when we got to the Darkwing Duck episode. That this was going to be that we were going to get some big revelation involving Webby and Mrs. Beakley,
and possibly F.O.W.L.
and F.O.W.L.
All right, well, let's get to it then. Play.
Bradford Buzzard, the head of my board of directors and my most trusted business partner, was surreptitiously spying like a sanctimonious snake of secrecy, sinisterly slithering in slimy
F.O.W.L's next can come from anywhere or anyone.
Really doubling down on those alliterations.
I need you, the two most cunning individuals I know, to spot any weaknesses.
All right, but only because I love the money. I mean,
New flavor of
we have
pep.
to be ready for another sneak attack. But with Webby's help, I will train the defense team of all time.
So, what say you? Yeah!
The treasure's probably not Donald.
Clearly.
Yeah.
And Fenton? Really? Come on.
No. He likes his job too much.
Each room of the bin has its own unique traps designed by Duckburg's most dementedly dangerous minds. Gyro, Quackfaster.
Is it weird that the most dementedly dangerous minds are all friends of ours?
To test mode, and if you make it outside without being driven to the brink of madness, I'll buy lunch.
Really, does that expect us to make it?
I call bull.
Impossibin, now in test mode.
Well, that sounds ominous.
So Beakley wants us to be ready for a fight, huh? Well, get a load of this.
You can't even lift it.
Come on. You know what? I don't want to terrify the enemy this early in the game.
Excellent, Webby. I see you've already started.
Yeah.
For your training today, Webby will pretend to be a F.O.W.L agent. She will launch an attack on both of you when you least suspect it. At any time, any place.
So like usual.
But how can we work with that? In the meantime, Donald and I will secure the rest of the mansion.
Oh boy.
Training starts now.
Oh, this will be fun! I am Webby, bringer of death.
What do we got?
Well, they're doomed.
Lava?
They're
Snakes made of
toast.
spiders? I'm ready to be a friend.
Boo. Oh my god.
Saw blades? The purple is a weird touch. One of those understand.
Actually, I think his bin had something like that in the original.
Oh, I've wasted my hard-earned money on standard, easy-to-avoid traps. Ooh, well, maybe I should do this.
Wait, where did the saws go?
And
why am I still here, though?
Oh.
The Gearless Ultra.
Where do you keep those?
It's a special violet-colored light that makes everything purple completely invisible, including the saws.
Now that's a challenge.
Huh.
That is a challenge.
Challenge accepted.
A well-trained woodchuck prepares for any attack. She could be anywhere.
It's a trap.
Gotcha, Web.
Did you enjoy my Schnitte? The ancient art of German paper cutting?
Huh. Clever girl.
You may have fooled us this time, but you won't fool us again.
Ah.
I've also been working on growing my voice. And by the way, this isn't the attack. My sword.
I'm starting to think she's not just an ordinary duck. She's a god of death.
You might just be a tad bit doomed, you oafs.
This is hard enough. You have to insult us? Another pack. That was the last one. Sorry, trying to survive makes me
I
thirsty.
like when David Tennant has an evil
plan B.
laugh.
I can't see the saw blades.
Ooh.
It's not like she can feel anything.
No.
Yeah, but how much can her legs stand?
If you lot can't work your way through here, then F.O.W.L doesn't stand a chance.
Oh no.
Well, that's ours.
Whoops.
Oopsie.
You're the oldest man in the world. How is your password not 1, 2, 3, 4?
A person on Earth that knows this password.
You are now locked out of the system.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, it's nothing. It just means that I no longer have the ability to turn the security system off. And if we want to get out of my bed alive,
We'll have to survive the impossible for real.
This is reminding me of that episode of Beast Wars where the Sentinel got messed up during the upgrade, and then he like
And then Rat Trap has to go and...
Red Trap has to like get past all the security stuff to get out alive.
Was that like season 1? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like early on.
Oh yeah.
From home.
That was
When
a
she entered the hall, it
that was an interesting Rat Trap themed episode.
Yeah.
Because when it ends, it makes you think that, oh no, he died, but
Yeah.
then like all of a sudden he's like, oh boo-hoo, don't stop now, and the metalheads are killing me.
Shut up, Rat Trap.
But I've been in worse spots. I mean, I escaped the moon. Granted, that took years.
you have to admit,
Meh.
I'm really done as in this time.
Stop sounding proud of that. Stupid gyro. Stupid phone.
Ooh.
Wait, bulb tech. Whenever Triangle's bulbs get mad, they always turn red and try to kill us.
But they never do because they're so glitchy.
No.
Oh.
When it's red, we can see the saws.
China allowed a flaw into my system. I paid millions.
Another classic gyro failure. Along with his weird tiny glasses and his dumb tiny hat, his complete inability to perform even the basic functions required to match for a human being.
I'm not bad or anything for having to chew Oxy-Chew for years.
Black licorice for a decade. That's some insults.
I'm not bitter.
I'm still waiting for her to kick his ass.
Yeah.
So fun. It's a bit hard to focus when
So easy, even Della could do it. Ah, yes, the other
there.
bin.
Yes, the other bin.
This is a secret chamber underneath the house that I never knew about until just now. I see. New information. No problem. Old Huey's great at rolling with the
Oh
punches.
boy.
We know nothing!
Whoa, Huey, she can't find us if we're not us.
I'm gonna wear this mustache.
I know this is scary, but I also
I'll just
know
get out
I've
my
never been
toothpick.
anyone smarter than you. Hey, Huey. Hey, me. Wait.
Oh!
You sneaky SOB.
Also, I've perfected the art of impersonation.
Boom. Doppelganger.
You make it too easy, Dewey.
Attack.
He was gonna die of a heart attack by the end of this.
We finally got out of that time loop room. Woo! We finally got out of that time loop. We finally got out of it, Mom. What do we have next?
We've made it to the archive.
God damn it, David Tennant.
She kept the plans a secret even from me, but we should be prepared for something manically mystical at any
Or she just comes at you with a sword.
I was sure something would have happened. Oh,
Ooh,
Huh.
gravity.
Reverse gravity.
the tiles, ancient Rosa runes. They change your field of gravity. Oh, I'd like to see.
This is like something out of Pokemon.
Yeah, really.
This. How do we get you down? Wait, Mom, that road is pointing.
I think one of the Mario Galaxy games does this.
Yeah, I'm gonna need help too.
And the whole library is like this.
There, lad, look, that's the master room.
Calling up.
Oof.
Now, lads,
This is so weird. And this is in a library.
Whee!
Quiet, this is a library. People are trying to study. No, they're trying to steal shit.
just attack us
Gonna get y'all.
Get it? This must all be a lesson in how we can't live in fear.
That doesn't seem like a weekly lesson.
Ha! There was never going to be an attack.
This is the attack.
Finally, it's over.
Now incapacitate him.
Granny, this doesn't feel right.
If you won't train him, I will. Huey, defend yourself.
No.
Oof.
All right, Ben. If you want to train this way,
This is exciting and horrifying.
Oh God.
It was tentacles all along.
Oh, kids, the bad news is I've almost defeated all my traps. Almost? You think there's more?
Robo Scrooge?
May kill. You spent my future inheritance on a robot of yourself? Of course. Though you have to admit, I thought it would look a bit more impressive considering what I paid.
Oh God.
Oh boy.
May kill.
That is so creepy.
What's with all the purple?
Right back to the fry.
Purple's awesome. Don't you slur purple.
You're really asking her about this?
I love purple.
this robot was designed after your greatest warrior.
That's right.
Sure, you can't think of anyone else who could be you. A tough professional adventurer who's never lost a fight.
You mean Donald?
What?
Eh.
You know,
Oh, you did not.
Knew that would get her.
It's a cane. It still has the top hat.
He's going on to the island.
This is gonna be a bummer.
I get it.
Louie, look out!
That's why it's purple.
You want another cat pet this whole time?
Cherry pet. Do you know how hard it is to find cherry pet?
Oh, it tastes like cherry.
Boingy, boingy, boingy.
Stupid Rosa Rose!
More gravity.
So this really is like a final boss. It's using all the different attacks.
And the final boss is just like the hero.
Yeah, really.
How many times are we gonna break that elevator?
We beat the robot. Yeah, and we survived.
But now I have to pay for lunch.
And Bradford. And then he'll beat us. Bradford knows everything about me, my business, my weaknesses.
Your security passwords?
Oh,
Scrooge? Others?
Bradford.
kind of figured.
Agent D has hacked into your system. I assumed your password was a number known only to you. The total sum of all your wealth.
Ooh.
What do you want, you sourpuss scavenger?
If I told you that, I wouldn't be a very effective shadowy nemesis. Oh, and I'm afraid I'll be leaving the company. Consider this my 2 weeks' notice.
You won't be getting a severance package today.
Okay, I'll admit this is the coolest fight I've ever had. Maybe we should stop for now.
Jesus.
Not until you're ready for foul. Webby, I'm here.
This.
Yeah.
Why do we think this would work?
Oh boy.
We must be ready to fight. We need to get to the bin now.
Oh boy. Answer out for the money.
We can do no robot ever could. Hey, you worthless bullpup. Why don't you pick on someone significantly smaller than you?
Everyone appears to be getting angry. Can't control
Oh, hey, Ginger D.
And it's definitely too dumb to get me inside of all this money.
Thank God Scrooge taught him how to swim in money.
Yeah, really.
We're the Duck family. Val may have all kinds of crazy tricks up their sleeves, but we know how to adventure better than anyone. And we earned that knowledge square. You know what? You're right. If we stick together, there's nothing we can...
I have a situation. Haven't you checked your phone?
No, our communications are blocked. Did I miss anything important?
Scrooge, you double-crossing cad! Did you take the Fountain of Youth? Because we had agreed to keep it a secret, but when I went back to steal it again myself, it was gone!
The harp of Nirvana was just like stolen by these egghead guys, and our positive vibes did like nothing. Some bruiser with a steel beak, didn't catch his name, stole us a Lego circuit plans. Hi, Scrooge! It's me, Gene! The Gene! Someone is stealing me!
Oh shit.
This is exactly what I said would happen!
You were trapped inside the bin.
Fowl stole every missing mystery we've found so far.
So the race is on.
And they're not ready for us. Not even close. Okay.
I mean, they kind of are, but sure, let's be optimistic.
Now it's a race.
Yeah.
Which I've been saying all season. It's a race. Now it's officially a race.
Yeah. They really jumped the gun a bit. Like, I don't mean like that.
No, they pulled the throttle.
Yeah.
They went full.
Well, the cat was out of the bag the last episode with "Let's Get Dangerous." Like
they didn't waste any time.
No.
Yeah, I guess at this point it's like, let's just steal what we can and get the rest later.
Like I said, that's exactly what I said would happen, that they were gonna steal everything out from under them.
Ay. I totally forgot about the lamp being one of the things.
That was like when the very
Poor Gene.
That was the second episode this season. That was the Quack Pack episode.
I know, I was so distracted by everything else that happened in the episode, I forgot that the lamp was one of the treasures that they were trying to find. Because, like, they already found a lamp of Kali Baba, and it's like, oh, it's another lamp, okay.
But it's a different lamp. A wonderful, magical lamp.
That we made up.
Well, this didn't go exactly as I thought it would, but pretty close. I expect them to up security, and dear God, that security. That almost seems impractical. And, of course, it would be password protected, which Scrooge would forget because he's an old person, and of course they would have a lockout effect instead of, a two verification thing to prevent that type of shit from happening.
Yeah.
God.
Also, you're gonna go through, and try to dismantle it, try to figure out its flaws, and in the meantime, until you can actually, figure those flaws out and restructure it, wouldn't that leave you vulnerable?
Yeah, a little bit. I was half expecting them to attack while they were, away. But
or they attack while the traps are already in motion, figure out all the weaknesses right then and there.
I mean, I understand his paranoia, because think about it, Lunaris was able to find out everything, and he hadn't even been inside the bin at that point. It only made sense he'd be paranoid. I will admit, at first, I kind of agreed with Scrooge and Beakley with them trying to ready the family for F.O.W.L, because think about it, Black Heron took down Beakley herself. The first time.
Yeah, if they take out Beakley, the rest of the family will fall.
So I could understand them trying to gear them up, but I do agree by the end they were taking it a tad too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I get they're doing it to protect the ones they love, but when you start actually hurting the ones you love, it kind of defeats the point.
I didn't get why Beakley wanted Webby to finish Huey. It's like, he's already down. This is training.
Yeah, really.
What does she mean by down? She wanted her to kill him?
Yeah,
right.
Knock him out?
Wouldn't you want to strengthen them instead of, to hurt them more?
Yeah, it kind of felt a little out of character.
Yeah,
Even for Mrs. Beakley, it's like, what are you, I get it, but you're bordering on madness right now. It's like this.
Yeah, they're not even training them properly. It's just making them jumpy.
Yeah.
It's like, give them the basics. Teach them Taekwondo, basic, self-defense.
You worked with F.O.W.L before.
Yeah.
You know how to deal with F.O.W before.
She's
way
been
back.
training Webby. She knows how to train kids.
Yeah, so why not have her and Webby both train the kids instead of, attacking them?
Yeah, really.
It wouldn't have been as funny, I guess. They would admit, I do like some of Webby's surprise attacks.
Yes.
Especially when she disguised as Joey. That was the best.
That was good. I like that.
I'm like, damn it, Dewey, you make this too easy.
I am glad to see Della more involved. 'Cause she's been missing a bit.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, in the last couple episodes, she
Cause,
has.
yeah, because I was like starting to like wonder, because it's like we made such a big deal out of Della coming back, but then since she's been back, there hasn't really been anything major with her. So it's like she's kind of taken just, she's like Donald now. She's just on the side and shows up whenever the plot calls for it. But I'm glad to see she was actively involved with this. And not only that, but her skills and Louie's were actually put to the test in an appropriate manner.
I think we're going to see her more now, especially with the second half of the season, because they need because now we're getting to the point where Fowls become much more of a focus of the second half of this season. So you're going to need Dell. You're going to need like everybody to come together. You need everybody and all their cunning to kind of defeat Fowl.
You're going to need the family to be, together.
Yeah.
Because divided they fall.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering how many treasures are left, because I think there was 2 from the book that they mentioned before that we still haven't gotten around to.
Yeah.
And probably even more that we haven't even seen. How many episodes are left? Like 4 or something?
About that, yeah. I know next week we've got the Sword of Swanstantine. We've got the first adventure.
We have New Gods on the Block.
New Gods on the Block. We've got the fight for Castle McDuck.
Fight for Castle McDuck and the Santa Claus. The Santa Claus that won the Christmas episode.
Yeah. So we got about 4 or 5. Yeah.
About 5, I think.
Yeah.
I'm just like a little worried now, because I know they're just doing this to steal shit. This isn't like, I don't know if these artifacts are really like a take over the world type thing, like aside from like the genie maybe, but
it could be one of those things where once you get them all together, it's you can
it either unlocks something or it like fuses something, like activates something, or it gives you immense power or something like that kind of shtick.
I hope we get some explanation.
It's like the Infinity Stones.
Right, but...
Or in the DuckTales video game.
But again, I'd like something explaining that, because we know about the journal, we know these are treasures that have never been found, but it doesn't say anything about, if you gather all these, then this will happen.
I think they will hint at that at some point. We just haven't gotten there yet, because it's only now that the Duck family know about Fowl, so now, and they realize, like, they're all after the stuff, so... Now they're going to try and grab everything, and as they try and get the last few things, we're then going to find out, the significance of all this thing. Maybe there's something in the journal that hints that we don't know yet that will allude to why all these things need to be together.
I had a thought too, like how old is Finch's journal? Do you remember them saying that? Because I know she was the founder of the Junior Woodchucks. And given what they hinted at in the last episode with her schematic that happened to match that of the machine, it seems like possibly she might have, Fowl might have existed back then, and she's been fighting to keep the stuff from them ever since. That's just, something that was going through my head when we were rewatching it. I just... Because that would be an interesting way to, mesh everything together. Things that Abigail Finch has been hiding from Fowl for decades now finally are, being brought to a head.
Do you think maybe that's what the episode The First Adventure will be about, or is that going to be more
towards
Scrooge,
Scrooge,
towards Scrooge and way back when or something like that, or maybe
it's possible. I mean, he's been adventuring forever. It's possible he might have already found one of the treasures or came close to finding one of the treasures and just either never found it or he lost it. Either or, I'm sure we'll find out. But yeah, overall, this episode pretty much was in line with what I thought, although it did get a bit intense at times. So I guess it's just setup. That's pretty much what it is. So yeah, next time we go looking for swords.
Swords!
sharp, pointy things.
Yep. Yeah, I assume more treasure hunting, so next time we look for probably a mystical sword. So until then, I'm Kat Macberrie.
I'm Eric Stoller.
I'm Doug Macberrie.
And I'm Kat Macberrie.
I'm Eric Stoller.
I'm Doug Macberrie.
And I'm Kat Macberrie.
Stop!
Cast me, kids.